Sitting on a front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on our front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And good Friday morning to you. Welcome to the front porch. My name's Kenny Dean. It's just me and Ryan Fuller and y'all with us. But we got a special guest. Reverend Ben Hayes, good morning to you.
Good morning, my friend. How are you doing today?
Man, doing good. Of course, this show is pre-recorded, and we just finished up with Mr. Hunter Baker. What a blessing, and I mean that in a very sincere way. What a blessing he is for not just the First Baptist Church of Dadeville, but the Dadeville community.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Hunter has invested a whole lot of time and energy into our young people here in Dadeville, and man, he goes above and beyond the call, and I'm thankful for him and proud of him as well.
Well, you think about he and his family living in Israel, New York City, and all these other London, England, all these other countries he's lived in, and he can bring that back to his community. And boy, you talking about a conversationalist. Boy, I just sat here and just kind of sit back and let him run with it.
Yeah, he can handle it. I'm telling you, he is a lot like his father in that he can carry on a conversation with or without somebody else.
I get tickled him talking about his dad because I grew up with that family. His dad, his granddad. He says, we'll go somewhere. He said we went to Disney World when I was a kid. He said I'll never forget. We're around, we're in this room, and Dad, before he left that room, he had talked to everybody in that room, and I said, boy, that sounds familiar. But now I'm so glad that he's a part of y'all, especially with the young folks, because he gets it. He does,
and of course he's got 3 boys and a girl, and raising them well, and
right.
I'm terribly proud of his oldest son, Benton, who's over at Auburn right now.
Yes,
and
sir.
I did a recommendation form for him just last week so that he could take a mission trip. I think 6 weeks he'll be in India next summer.
Really?
So just amazing.
Wow. So he's following his dad's footsteps. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, buddy, it's been a good week, a great week here on the front porch with us, and y'all got services just starting this month at First Baptist Church. 2 services, 8:30 and 11, correct?
8:30 and 11 with Sunday school at 9:45.
Okay. Thank you for throwing that in too. Well, buddy,
yeah,
it's been a good week. I thank you for taking your time to do this because it means the world, not just to me, but to our listening and viewing audience. So thank you so much.
I'm glad to do it. Well,
we'll turn it over to you to wrap us up, buddy.
All right. Well, we've been talking about Job all this week. Not a real happy story, but it does turn out happy in the end, and you need to read the whole thing to see it. But in the middle, as Job is suffering, he's got 3 friends that show up, and they started out well. They started out well. They came, they saw him in his misery, and they sat silently for 7 days and 7 nights, just letting him grieve and hurt, and never said a word to him. But then they decided that they were going to give some of their wisdom to him, and some of what they said was true. But I got to tell you, there are 2 old sayings that come to mind every time I read their story. One is about choosing your friends wisely, and the other is about, with friends like these, who needs enemies? Because immediately what they went to is, Job, you must be suffering because you committed some kind of sin. You've done something so horribly wrong that God is punishing you, and you need to repent. You need to get your life right. And, of course, here's Job. He's the most righteous man on the face of the earth, and he's suffering not because he sinned, but because of his righteousness. And so they just don't get it. But sometimes we make assumptions about people. In the Old Testament days, even in the New Testament days, the people thought, well, you know, if you're rich, if you're happy, if you're healthy, if you got a great family, it's because God is blessing you. You must be righteous. And if you find yourself poor and hurting and going through hard times, it must be because you've sinned. Well, neither one of those is always true. Sometimes we just go through hard times because we live in a sinful world, because of all the sin of all time that is just piled up on us, and we face the consequences of the decisions of people throughout all of history. But Job's friends thought that they had it figured out, so they bombarded him for what must have been hours, telling him how bad he was, when in reality he was righteous. But in the end, Job was vindicated, because God comes and he speaks to Job's friends, and he says, look, you guys don't get it, you don't understand it, and unless you pray and come to Job and ask him to pray for you, you will not be forgiven for what you've done. But here's my point. So many times when we come into the presence of someone hurting, we feel like we've got to say something. Most of the time, if we'll just sit with them in silence, a ministry of presence, that's what they need. But we're scared of silence. We always have to fill those silences. You see that in church every Sunday when there's a long pause. Somebody's got to cough. Somebody's got to open up a piece of candy. But silence is the best thing that we can give to people who are hurting. So today, I just want to encourage your viewers, your listeners, that when they come into the presence of somebody who is grieving, who is hurting, just sit with them, hold their hand, put your hand on their shoulder. Don't feel like you have to speak, because so often when we speak, we say the wrong thing. So, Father God, I pray your blessings on all today, that this would be a great day, that this would be a great weekend, and help us to experience your presence so that we can be that comforting presence with the people around us. We love you, and we thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Boy, you're exactly right, and I think that's something I hope I've learned over the years, because I do like talking, but sometimes at visitation or someone that's just lost a loved one, most time they're not going to remember what you said anyway, but they may remember that time that you just hugged them, and they needed that hug. So
Yeah.
I think about the same thing, and I say I've said this a lot over the years. With time, going to spend with my mom's mom and dad, my mom and pop all the time, and not doing anything, not talking, but just the time I spent with them. So sometimes silence is golden.
Yeah, there's another old saying that says it's better to stay quiet and let people think you're a fool than to open your mouth and prove it. So,
I prove it every day there, Reverend.
I get it.
Hey, buddy, it's been a great week again. Thank you. Y'all have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you and hearing from you soon.
All right, buddy. See you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank the world of that man right there. Hey, I think the world of this temperature we're having outside right now. Nothing, a little nice. That big old moon we had this week brought some cooler temperatures in. Now, when we give you this weather report right now, we're starting out at 59 degrees outside right now. But this weather report we're going to be giving you, I'm going to say there's not going to be any rain, but you know what? There's a chance of rain each and every day. So many games going on this weekend, tonight. Benjamin Russell doesn't play tonight, but on the Plains tomorrow, it's going to be gorgeous. This is football weather here, folks. 77 for a high today. Tonight, another cool night, cooler, 55, partly cloudy. And going in the weekend, through Wednesday. I'm telling you, it's just cutting up. It's 79 and 52 tomorrow. Sunday, sunny, 82 and 53. And Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week, nothing but sunshine on my shoulders. No rain to speak of. Mid to upper 80s. It's going to warm up a good bit during the daytime, but night times mid to upper 50s. So there's a pretty cool, dry, and do not be burning. Do not burn in your yards right now. Alex City Marine, let me tell you what they have. They're in the Gap right now. A lot of folks are, even with all this beautiful weather and you're getting your boat out, maybe this is the last weekend. When you take it to Alex City Marine and put it in storage, get it shrink wrapped. So next year when you get it out for 2026 for the 100-year anniversary of the Lake Martin, it'll be ready. Forbes Auto Sales. Now, these folks are ready all the time anyway. I'm talking about Forbes Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kelton, Alabama. You know, whether you're buying a vehicle from them or you're getting your vehicle service, maybe you're fixing to go on a big old road trip. Make sure, I know when we went out west several years ago, I made sure that truck was ready, Forbes ready. Get your vehicle Forbes ready today.
The best lakefront properties don't happen by accident. They're designed, crafted, and built to perfection. Trusted for over 35 years, Lakescape creates breathtaking waterfront retreats built to impress and made to last a lifetime. From your mailbox to the end of your dock, we are the single source answer to design, build, and maintain your dream lakescape. It all starts at lakescape.com.
Amanda Scroggins with RE/MAX Around the Lake will cover every inch of Lake Martin's 880 miles of shoreline to find your family's dream home. Amanda's experience is top-notch, and she is consistently a top 10 RE/MAX agent in the state of Alabama. Her love for her clients is sincere and from the heart. Call her today at 256-749-6634 or visit her website, amandascroggins.com today.
Jim's Pharmacy at the Lake, located on Highway 49 South in Dayville, home-owned and operated by Jim Clanton, has an experienced staff that is all about your wellness, offering the convenient packaging to help keep your medicines organized. Jim's Pharmacy also has a great gift selection like pecans, socks, lake t-shirts, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, 9 to 2 on Saturday. Give us a call at 256-373-3449.
Hi, I'm Phil Blassingame from Riverbank and Trust. Great bankers build relationships on trust and understanding. It's about listening more than talking and caring for someone's success as much as your own. It's meeting neighbors and businesses where they are on their financial journeys and walking beside them every step of the way. Find your banker at Riverbank and Trust.
Looking for reliable medical equipment close to home? Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical in Sylacauga has you covered with oxygen, CPAPs and BPAPs, continuous glucose monitors, wound care, and airway therapy. Need mobility support? We offer braces, lift chairs, and both manual and motorized wheelchairs available for rent or purchase. We'll even show you how to use your equipment, and yes, we accept most insurances. Serving the Sylacauga area for over 20 years, that's Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort Williams. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. Call 256-245-1411 today.
Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you're looking at the outside right now. Come on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice. Bice Motors.
Henderson Glass. Good morning to you, Jesse Henderson, down there on Dable Road here in Alexander City. They'll be open today to 5 o'clock, 8 a.m. to, not 5 a.m., that's 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. They'll be open in the old Dean Motor Company building. It's just almost right next to the Dairy Cream down there. For your home, for your business, for your auto needs, glass needs. I hope you don't have to ever use them, but when you do need them, they're right there for you. Henderson Glass. I'm going back to a few years now with Sears, not even Sears and Roebuck, just Sears, when they sold, as my old buddy, the late Blake Schaffer used to call them, donkeys. Burr from Sears Roebuck, friendly and shaggy, braised with gentility. Believe it or not, Sears once sold donkeys through their catalog. Yeah. And yes, they'd be shipped right to you by train for only $79.95 or $18 down or $16 down and $12 monthly. Wow, I never knew that. And now you know the rest of the story. Our guest today, Melissa Edwards, will be out here from Russell Medical soon. She'll be our first guest talking about volunteering. I can't wait to hear the number of volunteers that are out there right now, something I love doing, and I believe you would too, to get out of that house. And then at 7 o'clock today, Nancy Bolton with Ivy Creek Hospice will be out here with us, and Kirsten Robinson will be on home care to wrap it up at 7:30. Let's talk. Let me see. I'm gonna get out. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get out the old pigskin pinup right here. We still got a bunch of these here at the station. If you need a pigskin pinup, let's see. Benjamin Russell is off tonight. They will play Pelham next Friday night. Central Clay Vols are. Let's see. Today is the 10th. They're at Hopeville, Reeltown at Lafayette. Auburn University, the Tigers will host. Would it be a good one? We got a barn burner going on at the Plains tomorrow with Georgia. The Bulldogs coming to town. Alabama off this. No, I'm sorry. Alabama at Missouri, 5-0 Missouri. And the line on that game is Alabama by 3.5, and then Auburn is getting 3.5. Strange lines, but people want to know about that. Dadeville, let's see. Dadeville plays at Glenwood, Horseshoe Bend. Go you Generals. Lochapoka is coming to town. Lochapoka coming to town, and then Sylacauga, Marbury comes to Sylacauga. Ooh, that's what's happening down at Martin's, down on County Road 34 West tonight. Prim's Pizza and Wings food truck. Rachel Wilson Duo tonight, 8:30 to 11:30. I mean, I need to make a note. I got to get that girl out here before long. I love the way Rachel Wilson sings. It's been a while since she's been on the front porch, too. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., Hot Diggity Dogs, 5 to 10. The hot dog food truck will be there at Martin's tomorrow night. And then on Sunday, noon to 11 p.m., hot dogs and drinks, 3 to 6, James Reinhardt Acoustic. And, of course, NFL on TV, open at 11 o'clock. It is a really neat sports bar. Tomorrow, Grace Point Baptist Church having their Oktoberfest from 8 to 2:30. That was last night. Oktoberfest for the 45th annual Oktoberfest will be at the Sportplex tomorrow from 8 to 2:30. It is going to be a huge day for that. Beautiful weather for it. Free mammogram screening, uninsured women 40 and older, October 15th and the 29th. That will be at the Lake Martin Community Hospital. Alex City Community Revival, the 19th of this month to the 22nd. That's 6:30 every night. Will be at the Central Alabama Community Walking Track. Next week is Homecoming Spirit Week for the Benjamin Russell Wildcats. Let me start getting all these trunk or treats. Well, we got one starting Thursday, October 23rd, from 5 to 7, music, food truck, and family fun. That will be at the Elliott City Municipal Complex. Man, I'm tell you what, we gonna have a bunch of them. This is in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do a few more of these right here since we talking about trick or treats and trunk or treats and Hallelujah Night. Perfect Peace Missionary Baptist Church invite you to Hallelujah Night. Saturday, October 25th for fellowship, food, fun, and all for the family, 5 to 7. Here we go, singing in the kitchen. Pancake breakfast. I hadn't mentioned this in a while. The 25th of this month, free pancake breakfast. All veterans and family members and first responders, please join them. That's going to be at the American Legion Post 143 over in Dadeville, Alabama. 8 to 9:30. Here's another one. Main Street's got a downtown fall festival, October 25th from 10 to 1. Food trucks, vendors, games, and more. Trick or treat at 11 o'clock. Bring those little goblins down. Steel Magnolias. Act 2 is putting this play on, directed by Dr. Doug Roberts and Steve Thomas. When? October 24th, 6 o'clock. 25th, 6 o'clock. And then a 2 o'clock matinee on the 26th at the Betty Carroll Graham Technology Center. Here, town of Newside. Good morning, Newside. Trunk or treat, October 25th, 5:30 to 7. Location to be announced. I still don't have when that is yet, so if anybody can get me an update on that, I would sure appreciate it. May even check with Phil Blasingame, the mayor of Newside. Halloween trunk or treat at the Elks Lodge, Sunday, October 26th from 3 until 5. Cakewalk, inflatables, hot diggity dogs, and drinks, everything free. Thank you, Elks. BPOE, Best People on Earth, Lodge 1878. Fall Decorating Contest, Town of Rockford. Good morning, Coosa County. Look forward to seeing fall decor popping up around your home or business. Cash prizes for first, second, and third places. All participants earn bragging rights for their community participation. Judging will take place Monday, October 27th. Winners will be announced Friday, October 31st at the Trick or Treat event. So put that on your things to do. Trunk or Treat, Passion Church, Elliott City Highway 63 North. That's coming up. That's going to be on Halloween. October 31st, that's when Halloween actually is. Of course, I know you already knew that, but so many folks are celebrating it at different times because Friday night, here's another one. Rockford Trick or Treat. Bring your goose out to trick or treat along Main Street and then head to the park for even more fun and games. Haunted hay rides, games, giveaways, music, and a whole lot more. That's Friday, October 31st, Halloween, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Let me turn that right there. I'm going. I know this is getting into November, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Cancer Thrivers Support Group will be that's Tuesday. It's the first Tuesday of every month, 1 o'clock at the Cancer Center. That's going to be November the 4th. November the 4th. Folks, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a break and bring Melissa Edwards out next. Salvation Army, 6800 US 280 says, come on down here. You know, pots and pans and a whole lot more that we have to offer. Glassware. Even, I know we're talking about a lot of October things going on, but you know what? Christmas is right around the corner. They got Christmas stuff now at the Salvation Army. Go see them today.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air is excited to participate in our annual Catch Me in Pink campaign, raising money for cutting-edge breast cancer research. We partnered locally with the Joy to Life Foundation and Vera Bradley to help raise significant funds in support of the cause. Each week, we are giving away prizes locally in addition to our national grand prize, a tropical trip for two. To enter, simply snap an Ussie of you and a pink-clad Dixie employee and enter it on our website. Dixie will donate money for every photo that's submitted, and you will be entered to win big.
Sometimes we want to be Old MacDonald and have a farm, but an oink oink here and a quack quack there ends up costing a lot of everywhere. Old MacDonald knew that Pop's 49 Feed and Seed in Dadeville was the best place to save here, there, and everywhere. Just a short drive from Alex City and New Site, Pop's 49 Feed and Seed is on Highway 49 North in Dadeville. 256-825-8812. That's 256-825-8812.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers, and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Craving pizza done right? Come to Lake Martin Pizza, where flavor meets the lake, with 2 locations, 63 South in Alexander City and Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Grab a 14 or 18-inch specialty pizza or build your own masterpiece. Go half and half your way. In a hurry, stop in for our lunch specials. Hot, fresh pizza by the slice, served daily. We've got more than just pizza. Try our fresh salads, cheesy breadsticks, garlic knots, and sweet cinnamon twists. Lake days, game nights, or family dinners, Lake Martin Pizza hits the spot every time.
Anthony's Plumbing. Okay, the weekend is here, and I'm going to give you this telephone number because you never know when your plumbing is going to be a problem. And a lot of time it just pops up, boom, like right now, and you need somebody like right now. Anthony Waldrop, 256-596-1111, 596-1111. Keep that number handy if you do have an issue. It's always an issue when this girl comes out here. It's just one issue after another. I love her, and you will too. Melissa Edwards with Russell Medical Auxiliary.
Yes.
Right off the bat, Good morning.
Good morning.
But
Good morning, everybody.
Other part right off the bat.
Okay.
How many volunteers right now?
Well, I'm still sticking at 95
95.
because
Okay, okay.
sometimes we'll have them come and go
Yeah,
for
all right.
sickness or they're moving, you know. So I understand that, but we're still working to get our 100.
Let me tell you somebody that loves it, and I like to brag on Scotty and Amanda Foshee.
Oh,
Scotty
absolutely.
said after he retired or they sold the business, he said it was the best thing that he's ever done. And he's been doing it for I don't know how many years, and Amanda's been doing it longer than him.
Right.
So it's I was thinking about this when you were coming out here. You know, and I just do it one afternoon a week, 12 hours, 12 to 4 on Wednesday afternoon at Dr. Edwards. That's no time if you think about it. So
It really isn't. And speaking of Scotty and Amanda, she actually has 3,200 hours.
wow.
That's her total. And she's been volunteering the longest.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for all you do, Miss Amanda. And she is over at Total Health Care. Not Total Health Care, Advanced Care. And that's where she's been volunteering. At Advanced Care where you're at with Dr. Edwards.
Okay. Oh, I knew that.
Yeah, Sarah. That's okay. But so she goes every other Wednesday morning.
Okay.
Yeah, and loves it. Her and Lisa got to know each other back before, and now they're over there together. So it has really worked out, and she is a true jewel.
She is, and I've always thought the world of that couple. But when they're in, you know, they've lived here all their life.
Yes.
So they know so many folks, and I think, you know, let's just say you're, and I like to say this a lot. You've just moved here from another state, and you're wanting to get involved.
Oh,
I can't think of a better thing to do than to volunteer at Russell Medical.
Oh, I know, because like this past week we had our awards and recognition luncheon. And we gave out the pins of how many hours and so forth. And it's just amazing to see them in different areas of our hospital that they're helping. And like I say this every time I come on, I mean, they're a true blessing to Russell Medical because wherever they're at, they may be the first person that somebody coming into the hospital sees that day.
Especially right there at the front desk.
Yes.
And Mike Carlisle, he's one of the, and Mr. Lawrence Allen, who turned
99 Friday, that we had him a little surprise
I saw
party.
that.
It was a group effort by numerous people at the hospital, and he was so excited. So excited. He walked in and just, he is.
He's been volunteering at the hospital for a long time. He still drives, still very independent. I like that little cool shuffle he's got going, but he does that for purpose. So, you know, for balance. And I think that's very smart.
He tries to avoid falling because I'm sure at his age, if you fall, it could be really bad.
Well, let me tell you something. At any age, it can be bad.
Well,
but as we get older, you balance is going to be an issue. That's just part of it.
It is.
So make sure that you're doing exercises that can prevent that, and just be careful.
Oh, I know. I can be the biggest klutz. I can be doing my exercise walking, and I'll trip over my own feet, and I'm like, whoa, don't fall, because that could be very bad.
Now, since you started your walk back, your power walk,
yes, sir.
Are you seeing it getting better every week, or
I do.
Is it still slowed down?
Well,
or do you keep up with your time?
I try to. It's not what it was before.
What was it before? A mile.
A mile took maybe, let me clock it today so I don't tell a story. But I can do 2 miles now. I was get up to 4, so I hadn't made it back to 4. But I did 2.5 the other night at the tutu, me and my little granddaughter. And she wanted to run some.
I heard it was a great turnout.
Oh, it was huge.
Over 300. See, because somebody told me that it wasn't as big, but then I found out it was bigger.
Yes.
George Miranda was telling me.
Absolutely. We sold out of our T-shirts this year. We had like more people there doing it and just watching and cheering everybody on.
Weather was perfect.
Oh, it was.
I
couldn't have asked for better weather.
I hated missed it because we didn't get back in time to be in it. But George was saying it worked out better having it at that time rather than later on in the month of October. And last year they just threw it together the last minute. And there was 200 something folks.
Right.
in it.
And so this year we've got more, and I think as it goes on every year, it'll get better and better. And like I said, we had a huge turnout.
2.2 TUTU run, and of course, October's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's pink. Wear pink, but the run is for all cancers, all colors.
Absolutely, yes. It doesn't just we're saying Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but if you're out there walking, you're walking for whoever and whatever need they have. It doesn't specify a certain cancer.
In the cancer center. So at the cancer center, are you full on volunteers at the cancer center?
Yes, except I do have a few spots because George Miranda on the other side, more on the radiology oncology side, we do have one on that side, and we're kind of seeing how that's going, and we can ease people onto that side. I don't think it's as busy as the other side, but they do need help on that side.
One of my favorites over there is John Thompson. Love John Thompson. And people do. I mean,
he's just a people person. Like you.
He's a people person, but, with losing his wife, I would think, he understands what people, he can say, when he says, I know what you're going through, he knows what you're going through. He's been there.
And he's genuine, and he would do anything for anybody. He's just that way, so...
And tell folks what the perks are.
I sure will.
Because I sincerely mean this. When I didn't know you'd get any. I was just doing it because I wanted to.
Right, and that's how most people end up doing it. Is they just want to get out and see people in the community, or maybe they've just become widowed, or just have extra time. Like with Miss Amanda and Mr. Scotty, they retired and they wanted to do something to give back. Yes. But the perks of it is the days you volunteer, you get a free meal at Doc's Cafe for up to $10. And then if you put in 16 hours a month, you get free gym membership, which just means you're giving us 4 hours a week. And that's evaluated month by month. And you get to see all the people out there, and you just get to be part of our little family out there, because at our luncheons and stuff, it's just like we're a big family. So.
Well, and it is. And when she says that, I know exactly what she's talking about, because not just the volunteers, but the people you run into. That's what I love. I'm going to be somewhere during the day talking anyway.
Well, that's me.
Yeah,
so why not be talking to somebody that might need it?
And, out with Dr. Edwards and that crew out there, just the whole, it's a family.
Well, it really is. And he tells me all the time how much he appreciates his volunteers.
He does. And he means it, too.
Oh, I know. He does. And he wants that because he feels like it engages with the patients, and you're talking to them and kind of getting their mind off what they're there for, so they're not quite so nervous. Because I have the white coat syndrome. If I'm headed to the dentist or the doctor, the blood pressure, and they're like, your blood pressure's up today, and I'm like, oh, it's just because I'm here. But it's just one of those things that you do.
But to volunteer, going back to the being a member at the gym, Total Fitness, a lot of times silver sneaker with your insurance coverage.
Right.
With the type of insurance we have, Ellen and I, it didn't cover it.
There's several of my volunteers that don't have the silver sneakers. So they do that, which is a perk for them not to have to pay for it. That saves them some also.
Well, even how did the last weekend the jury sale, was it?
Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk about that. We had our $5 show at the hospital in the Hardy Community Room on the 2nd and 3rd of October, which we host every April and October.
Okay, twice?
Yes, sir. Twice a year. And all the money we raise there goes to our scholarships that we award. Good. And I want to say a huge thank you to the hospital staff and all the community that always come out and support us. And in there, you get to see different people as well. Volunteers are helping us. And it's just a fun time to come out and see and talk. And that's how I've actually recruited a few volunteers as they've come out. Yes, yes.
I think about the gift shop there. It's been there for forever.
Ever.
But golly, it's I like the way they change it up all the time with the season. Right now, it's really looking fall-y.
Yes.
If that's a word.
And Allison, who is the manager of the coffee shop and the gift shop, well, she's due November 20th.
Oh, okay, yep. God, I didn't know it was that soon.
Yes, it's come up quick for us. Now, I don't know about her, but for all of us, it has. So she's got her fall sale going. So come on out to the gift shop, get you some fall stuff. She's ready to get her Christmas stuff out. She's preparing just in case she has to go out a little bit earlier and just working towards all her little goals before she goes out.
I know y'all have your stuff in there, but do other local businesses have some stuff in there too?
There is a few that we have that put stuff in there, but she's gotten away from some of them just because, and that's more of her topic to talk. I'm going to have to bring her out again and let her talk about it. But we have lots of nice stuff. We have plenty of gift ideas, babies, whatever you need, she's got.
And the food. We're going to talk about food when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Emporium Wine, which is located in downtown Alexander City on Calhoun Street. Henry Foy says, y'all come on here and join us today because we got a red wine, we got a white wine, we got all color wines, we got cigars, we got little ones, we got big ones, we got skinny ones, we got fat ones, but we got them. So come on down to Emporium Wine, Calhoun Street, downtown Alexander City.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SDC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you. Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623.
It's fall, y'all! It's Pumpkapalooza time here at Gorey's Furniture.
Make a purchase, pick a pumpkin, win a prize. Every pumpkin has a number, and every number is a winner. You can win 5, 10, 15% off or free delivery. You're gonna love this place.
Pumpkinpalooza, that's only at Gorey's Furniture.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting. Sleepy 4, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South, turning into Wind Creek State Park. And there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
A1 Lock and Key Service. Owner Bernie Atkinson asked you to keep his number, 256-329-2539, on you at all times. Bernie has a complete locksmith service for auto, business, and residence. He is licensed, bonded, and insured with over 39 years experience. Services include sales, installation, and a 24-hour emergency service. That's what service is all about. 256-329-2539.
Atlanta's place. Let me make a correction. The bologna, egg, and cheese sandwich on Texas Toast that Ryan and I had for $5.15. That was not for two. That's for one. Still very reasonable, very delicious. Now that's happened before, so either I'm gonna have to start talking plainer because it's always for two on Thursday. Anyway, y'all go by see Atlanta's for breakfast or lunch today. The price is right. Got that straightened out again. Melissa Edwards with us out here. Oktoberfest this weekend. You got grandchildren that's going to be in it. I know that's
it's going to be so fun. Isabel Woodruff, she dances with Miss Barbara.
Isabel, I like that name.
Well, thank you. She's my little partner in the tutu run every year, so she loves it. She had me running it some this year, and that's the first time I'd run since surgery. I did good. I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to walk the next day. My son said, well, you walk every day. I said, I don't run every day anymore.
What kind of shoes do you like?
I like the Hokas.
You know, Tom Young is a big Hoka fan.
Is he?
I tried them. They were too big for me as far as the heavy. And I got two pair just recently of Brooks.
Yeah,
I've had Brooks before. And out of all the ones that I had, these two pair right here are the bomb. I like them better than anything
I'm going to have to try them. I haven't tried them yet, the Brooks and On Clouds. I've not tried.
I had some On Clouds. In fact, I had some black ones on yesterday, and I got a pair of On Clouds that doesn't tie. I've never had a shoe like that. And I'd rather tie it because it needs to be tighter.
See, that's me. I'll stop sometimes, even during exercise, and I'll have to, because I like it. I don't want it to be. I like it good and tight. But, you know, talking about the Hokas, those, I like to pick out the one, like, they have numbers, you know, like all the shoes. And I like the lighter ones.
Yeah, okay. I know you can get them lighter. But I love a light shoe, and with these Brooks I have, because my feet turn in, I can feel from the shoe the point. It's helping me. I've never had a shoe like that.
Oh,
but
okay.
I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. If walking or running is something that you're planning on getting to, number one, start at it gradually.
Yes.
A little bit at a time, but invest in some good shoes.
Yes.
I mean, don't get a cheap pair of tennis shoes because it's running shoes, walking shoes, because it
will tear you up, back,
do more
legs,
harm
here.
than good.
Oh, it will.
When did you get into walking, running? Let me tell you what, this girl, when I say power walk, this girl gets it.
Well, it was a few years after Robert had passed. I did it before, but just didn't have the time. And I'd put on quite a bit of weight and stuff, so I decided I was going to get back started at it. So it's been probably a couple of years now. And then my knee was already bad, but then but I thought, well, and then once I've gotten it replaced, it doesn't bother me at all walking, but the other one does now. They said that might would happen, but anyway, but yes, I do enjoy it. It's like something, once you've started, if I skip a day, I feel awful.
Oh, I know.
And do they say it's our endorphins? Is that the word?
I think I like that word.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the correct word for it. But anyway, yeah, I like it, and I like to get out there and do it every day, even on the weekends.
You keep up your steps?
I don't. Okay. I was trying one time, but my thing clocked out of it because I do a lot of walking at work anyway. Yeah. So then, and I was like, well, it don't matter.
I think I told this on the show yesterday after being up at UAB Highlands from Thursday to Tuesday. I was averaging about 14 or 15,000 steps a day.
I don't see how you didn't clock out on yours then, because mine got
really.
Yes, and it went haywire. But that is, when you're in a hospital facility, you do a lot of walking.
Well, walking in the hospital, but I kept going back and forth to the just to get out of the hospital.
Well, yeah, you got to get a little break.
Going out to the truck, back and forth, and another thing. If you're walking around town or wherever you walk, or if you're walking out of town, like I'm gonna find something. Make sure it's a safe place.
Oh yes,
know
absolutely.
Your surroundings. In fact, I was talking to Kenny Jr. I was heading back to the hotel from the hospital one morning, and I had the window down, and I'm thinking, and I'm always looking around.
Me too.
And I'm thinking, if somebody were to come up and grab my arm right now, they would probably run from the screaming they fixing to have.
Oh, I know. I do
and
that.
let me tell you, do that. Make sure that you do scream. Make sure that because I know a lady that happened to in Birmingham, and the screaming ran the person off. Believe me.
I can do a good scream, and I need to, because sometimes I'll just be like walking and I'll be trying to text, which is not
I know,
right.
yeah.
And I'll look up and I'll be startled, and I know those people are thinking, well, I wasn't bothering you.
I take my phone with me for music purposes, and for the steps, but. And I just never have the ear pods.
See, me either. I don't like those. No. I just have mine, and if somebody's around or something, I will cut it back down. But I just have it on, and it just keeps me moving faster.
That's me.
So I enjoy it.
You enjoy what you do at Russell Medical, don't you?
Oh, my goodness. I love it.
I know you do. It shows.
I really do. I enjoy my job. I enjoy all my volunteers. I call, the people you work with, they're your work family. And then, like, the volunteers, they're my family. And if I don't hear from them, sometimes I think, oh, my goodness, So I like to try to stay in touch with them, and they do me as well, even if they're not up there to volunteer that day.
Russell Medical is just such a place that I think the world of, not just because I'm volunteer, not because we've had, to deal with the Cancer Center and Russell Medical. And are they perfect? No, you're not gonna find one anywhere.
That's what I was gonna say.
You're
There's
not gonna
not one facility anywhere that's perfect.
Eric Miller will be out here with us this next Wednesday from Russell Medical, from the emergency room. And I say this all the time: they probably get beat up more than anybody, and it's not fair to them.
No, because a lot of times they don't see what's happening in the background. They don't know what's behind that wall up there. Yeah, Eric does a great job.
Yeah, he does.
And I feel bad for our ER because they do take a break.
Yeah.
I've
been there, and yes, we've been there for a long time. But you know what? We understand that they're doing their job, and we've got an A1 ER room. Emergency room.
Yeah, we do. And anytime I went, even before I went back for the hospital, because Robert made numerous trips out there, we always got top-notch service.
I hope you never have to use them, but if you do, they're there.
That's right.
For you.
And I'm going to shout out. My email and phone number, if you decide that you want to volunteer, is 256-329-7177, or you can email me at medwards@russellmedcenter.com. Look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah, real soon. Thank you for being out here. Thank y'all for being with us. Let's take a break. Coons Corner Deli. I can talk food. Friday today, fried catfish fillets. We'll put it like that. Chopped pork barbecue, loaded potatoes, broccoli cheese and rice, green beans, fried okra, corn nuggets, and chocolate cake. Check that out at Coons Corner Deli today.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion, helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you, always.
And obituaries brought to you by friends at Radney Funeral Home and Langley Funeral Home. Funeral service for Mr. George Richard Long, 79 of Kellerton, will be at 3 o'clock today at the chapel of Radney Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Hillview Memorial Park, and the family will receive friends from 1 to 3 at Radney Funeral Home. Radney Funeral Home is in charge of that service. Service will be held for 92-year-old James A. Roy, Jim, as we like to call him, at St. James Episcopal Church in Alexander City this coming Sunday at 1 o'clock. And then also following the service in the church columbarium, visitation and reception will follow in the Stowe Hall at the church. Radney Funeral Home is in charge of that service. To these families and to other families that have lost loved ones, my heart goes out to each and every one of you. To the men and women that are fighting for our freedom, God bless you. God bless the USA, and we will be right back.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Wharf Casual Seafood is serving up the ultimate game day feast. Their family meal deals are the MVP on game day. Make dinner easy before the big game. Every bite's a win at Wharf Casual Seafood. Check out their menu at wharfcasualseafood.com.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
It's fall, y'all, at Grace's Flowers, Hillary Street in Alexander City, and the girls are excited. Man, they have got the flowers. They got the dried flowers. They also got the real flowers, plants, angels, crosses, and so much more. But let me tell you something about Grace's Flowers. It's been around for decades, taking care of our families during the good days and the bad days. Let's make it a good day at Grace's Flowers. Call them 256-234-4238.
Along with fall, there's huge falling prices at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor for all your tractor, implements, and riding lawnmower needs.
All remaining Spartan mowers must go for next year's models. And besides the year-end low prices, you can still get 0% interest up to 60 months. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor also has a huge selection of Mahindra tractors of all sizes with full implements packages that range from harvest or just getting your hunting site prepped. Mahindra also has up to 84 months 0% financing. So now's the time. Score big with the Lake's exclusive Spartan and Mahindra dealer. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, Highway 280 across from the Home Depot.
About an hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But with the Zaxby's Sauce Boss box, he's dunking all over these fools.
Welcome to Dunk City. I'm the mayor and the sheriff.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Merle Norman Cosmetics is downtown Alexander City. It being Friday, it's a beautiful Friday. You know, sometimes ladies, now I'm speaking for the ladies right now, I would think when the cool weather gets here, maybe it makes maybe it's better for your skin. I don't know. Maybe you can talk to the girls, Vicky and Robin at Merle Norman Cosmetics, and let them go over a few things with you. Let them do a makeover for you today, or a friend of yours today. Merle Norman Cosmetics, Calhoun Street, in the square, downtown Alexander City. Nancy Bolton with us out here from Ivy Creek. Just something going on all the time at Ivy Creek, and they have they're back in the Dean household, which we do really do appreciate it with the care that they provide. That's just one of the things.
Happy to help.
You got to have a calling for that. You got to have a calling for what you do, working with hospice, and I think we all have. Whatever our calling is, we have to take advantage of it. When do you know it? When do you know it's your calling?
You know, as long as I can remember, I wanted to be a nurse.
Okay.
I think we've talked about this before. I wanted to be the president of the United States, and then I thought, well, I don't think that, as a little girl, I wanted to be the president. I don't think that was going to work out. No. So, but I loved being like, I don't know, I'm a weirdo, I guess. I loved going to the hospital, and back then, I'm not going to tell my age, but back then, you know, you couldn't go back unless you were a certain age. I think it was 12.
Really?
Do you not remember that?
Well, I guess I was running around and everybody told me to quit, you know. You're not supposed to be back there, son.
No, we couldn't go back there.
Do you remember Russell Hospital?
No, because I'm from Evergreen.
Okay.
So we had Evergreen Hospital.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it an old hospital like Russell?
It was a Hill-Burton. So it's so funny you say that, because it's a Hill-Burton facility, and those in healthcare will know what I'm talking about. Russell was too.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when I was working and got into management at Evergreen, and I was working with Jim Peace. And
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I worked with him my entire career.
I'll be darned.
Yes, so
wow.
Grew up with Lisa.
Bless your heart.
Congratulations on his retirement, though. I mean, I'm so happy for him. So happy for him. He's not only, was my boss for years, but he's family. You know, when I moved here, I knew him, Lisa, Mabry, and Marty.
Wow.
And they were my family. Yeah. They helped me raise my son, you know. So
how did I miss that? I'm surprised we've never had this conversation.
You know, it's just one of those things. Yeah. You just don't ever, like, hey, I knew Jim Peace. I mean, I did know him. He was from Bruton, and I was from Evergreen. But Lisa,
his mom still lives there.
Lisa, his wife, is from Evergreen.
Okay.
So, my best friend was her first cousin. So I remember Lisa in high school. We went to high school, and I remember she won the beauty pageant, and I thought
then she married Jim?
Oh,
I didn't talk to her.
golly. And she just gets more beautiful with age.
I agree with you.
But anyway, what were we talking about, Squirrel? Talking about Jim and him retiring, but callings. So I worked with him in Evergreen, and I just remember, like, that's all I've ever wanted to do was to take care of people.
But we were talking about old hospitals. And
old hospitals, that's
You're
right.
talking about the old hospital there.
So when Jim was in Evergreen, we came to Alex City to tour Russell because they had taken their building and built in the front. And that's what we were trying to do in Evergreen. That was our whole plan. We were going to kind of model what Russell Medical had done. Unfortunately, it didn't work that way. Jim left and moved to Alex City and became the CEO here, and I came up right about a year after him.
So did the hospital close down there?
No, it's still open.
Oh, okay, good.
They have had some rough times, as along with every rural hospital. It is nothing new.
And a lot of them have not made it.
Right.
I always bring this up, Roanoke, the hospital over there, because we were at the time when the show was, 25 or 30 years ago, we were involved. The show was involved over in Roanoke. We'd go over there, and I think I did a remote over there, did something at the hospital, and now it's just an empty parking lot.
I have a connection with Roanoke as well. So when Jim was the CEO at Evergreen, our company purchased Roanoke.
Really? What happens to? I know it's a funding thing, but is that all it is, mainly?
Well, I was not that deep into management at that time, but I know it closed right afterwards, so it was kind of sad. And
you talk about Jim Peace and Mabry Cook. You talk about two people that love what they do and sell what they do. When Mabry Cook's out here talking about, I just get all just gung ho, listen to him talk. But he believes in it that much. It's no put on. He truly believes in it. Jim Peace, I've got to know Jim really well in the last couple of years since he had his fall. Yeah. And then to see him go through rehab and now working out with he and Robert Reams a couple times a week, and we cut up and carry on.
I can't imagine.
But one thing I've always loved about watching Jim Peace, because I'm a people watcher.
Oh yeah.
We're out and about. I'm talking whether we're walking around the hospital, we're in the hospital, no matter where we are, he'll stop people in the cars and ask them how the children are doing. He's so personal, and he means it. He means it.
What made him successful?
Yeah.
When we started on Evergreen, together, because we were baby. Like we started together, and I in Evergreen in 94, 95, and he knew every staff. He knew their mom, their dad, their children, their cousins, their aunts, their uncles, and he would stop. And I'm not going to let the skeletons out of the closet, but we took breaks together back in the day. I'm not going to, those ones that you had to go outside for. And so we became friends, and like he was interested, and it was a genuine interest.
I just will use that word.
It was a genuine interest. He wanted to know. And then my mother, oh my gosh, she loved him so much.
Wow.
She just thought the sun rose and set on him. She just loved him so much, and my dad did too. Much respect.
You know what? It just blows my mind when we're out there working out, and it's hot, it's sunny, and I'm over there sweating like a dog. He's not sweating, and his hair is just all. And I just want to just mess it up. I'm gonna mess it up one of these days.
Do it. We'll both do it.
But really,
the day he retires, it's funny. I've been trying to think of something to commemorate his retirement. And, I have some ideas, but I got a lot of old pictures.
Oh, really? Really?
Yes.
Oh, man, you gonna talk about this.
I know.
We're gonna go outside.
Okay, yes. Yes.
But you know, and I know you come out here with Ivy Creek, but you know what? But you're in Ivy Creek. You're a Russell Medical. You're a healthcare person.
It is about community.
Yeah, you're right.
We all have to work together to survive this day and age.
More so than ever?
Oh, more so than ever. Because these small rural hospitals and in the other entities along with it, doctor's offices, home health, we all have to stick together because, you know, we're small and we're competing against these larger hospitals who get more funding, and, you know, it's just us. And if communities don't have health care, we're going to lose lives. And so we all have a piece of the puzzle. Hospice, home health, palliative care, along with hospitals, we all have to work together. And that's what I've been so excited about, is kind of bridging that across the river mentality, you know, which I'm not from here, so it never occurred to me until I was like, you know, and then people were like, oh, that's across the river. I was like, huh, what you talking about? But
I'm from Alex City. I'm from Dadeville. You know, because I've been saying this for years. We're all in this together.
Right.
Dadeville's going to support us. We're going to support Dadeville. And I guess I think about, you know, with Ellen's cancer and what she's gone through in the last year or so, from UAB Kirkland to the big one, to Russell Medical, their cancer center, now to UAB Highlands, and that's a big one, but yet it's smaller. And then they call this a rural hospital. Got a lot of very modern technology in that old rural hospital. We'll be right back. Let's talk about, speaking of Lake Martin, Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce. They are a huge part of the Alex City Chamber of Commerce. And I'm seeing them work more and more together because, again, we're all in this together. If you're living over in the Dadeville area, whether you're an individual or you're a business, I would strongly urge you to get involved. Join today the Lake Martin Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you, and now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Dalton Insurance, let's talk about it right now. My old buddy Tyler Dalton says this: whether you're retiring in 6 months or 6 years, Tyler's one-on-one insurance plan reviews make sure you're not overpaying and that you've got the coverage you need when aging into Medicare. Dalton Insurance has health care, Medicare, and life insurance. Call today, 334-489-3624.
Little Lambs and Ivy Day School, located on East South Street in Dadeville, is a great place for children to stay. Miss Peggy is a talented angel with a staff that works hard to achieve happiness for all. Miss Peggy is also very involved in the community that she loves. Just like her children at Little Lambs and Ivy, teachers helping children, children helping children. Swing by and see Mrs. Peggy for more information. Or call 256-825-9415. That's 256-825-9415.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state, and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Well, it's a really nice 58 degrees right now. Started out about 59. It's already dropped to 58. Really nice 77 for your high today. Tonight for high school football, not in Alexander City, but for the surrounding area, it's going to be really nice. 55 for a low. Let's look at the weekend. Saturday, 79 and 52. Sunday morning, it's going to be nice. Through Wednesday of next week. It's going to warm up during the day, but night times are really going to be nice. Really zero rain to speak of, and do not do any burning outside. 5-day forecast brought to you by our friends at Top Gun Pest Control. I went 280 in Alexander City. Nancy Bolton stepping up here on the front porch with us this morning, talking Ivy Creek. Ivy Creek has so many different divisions. Do you work with other divisions, or is it just hospice right now?
I work with just hospice
now.
Yes, right now. But we all work together.
Mm-hmm.
Bridget and I are thicker than thieves, and so we all, because it all works together. Palliative care, home health, hospice. So we all kind of have to work together. If one needs something, if we see a patient that needs home health instead of hospice, or they qualify more, for palliative care, because palliative care is so huge right now, and not a lot of people know about it. It is growing, and I hate that it's called palliative care, because it should be supportive care. That's what we should have named it, but that's what they call it.
All right, two things.
Okay.
Tell folks what palliative care is. I know you've done this before.
Yes.
And what hospice is.
So palliative care helps with symptom management. It is supportive care, like I said. We have a lot of patients that come from the cancer center that have symptoms that we can help manage. Say it's nausea and vomiting from chemo, or not being able to eat. We have a nurse practitioner, Leslie Pendergrass, who comes to your home and evaluates and tries to manage your symptoms at home, so you don't have to travel back and forth to the doctor. Because let's face it, you're a patient who's getting chemo, radiation, just recently had surgery. You're tired of going to the doctor. And it wears you out to have to get up, get dressed, drive 30 minutes, sit there for an hour, see the doctor, that's another hour, then, maybe go get your medicines, it's another hour, and then you have to travel home. Where Leslie can come into your house, along with her team. She has a nurse, and she also has another medical assistant that can help going into the home and manage your medicines for you and help you. You can also have home health with palliative care.
Yeah, home care, home health. That's who comes in to see Ellen.
That's who comes in to see.
So what's the difference in home health and palliative?
Palliative isn't. You're not gonna. They just come like maybe once a month.
Okay.
It's like a doctor's office visit at home.
I'm with you. Okay.
And it is to try to manage your care, whatever you're struggling with. If it's nausea, vomiting, if it is shortness of breath, if it's pain management, she will help you maintain that at home. And along with home health. So she works with home health as well. Now, you can't have hospice and palliative care together. Hospice is for end-of-life care. It's for comfort care. And that's when, you have a terminal illness and you don't want to seek aggressive treatment.
Right.
That's pretty much what it is in a nutshell, and we will do everything in your home to keep you comfortable.
One thing with Ellen coming home this week, with y'all coming in with the home care, is because they went in and changed her colonoscopy to it's in with her small intestine now, so it's a different. She's got to get used to that. So she was having some issues when she came home. With the girls came in yesterday and helped with those issues. So that's huge.
Oh yeah.
But all of a sudden, you said it a while ago, they become part of your family real quick, real quick.
Yes, and I tell people all the time, and that's what we're trying to do. That's probably my main goal at this moment in time is educate the community about hospice and the differences between hospice, home health, and palliative care. But to know that because you're on hospice doesn't mean you're going to die in 2 weeks. It's not doom and gloom. We have patients that we have managed for a while.
Right.
Because when you get home, I'm just going to use this as an example. Had a patient, came home from the hospital, was septic, in the sepsis protocol, you have IV fluids and you have all these medicines and you kind of have all this fluid retention, and then that makes you short of breath, and it's just a vicious cycle. Well, he came home, he was so short of breath, and I thought to myself, he doesn't have long. So I got in there, started treating him, started, tearing it down, like what is going on. His cancer wasn't the root of the problems that were going on with him acutely right now. So I got in that home, figured it out, talking to the doctors, talking to the nurse practitioners, and he lived a year.
Wow.
With cancer, stage 4.
Wow.
And he was comfortable. And I asked him on the first day, I said, what do you need from me? What is your goal? And he said, I just want to have a couple of good days. I said, all right, we're going to do it. And all the time I would go, you had those couple of good days? He'd go, I've had a couple of weeks. Wow. And then it turned into months. And so we get in there and get you comfortable, and where you're not having to go back and forth to the doctor, and you get to spend more quality time with your family and your dogs and your cats, and it's really a
quality
great
of life
thing. And I hate the stigma that comes with when people say hospice.
I know.
It's like, and then you see that hospice car drive up, you hear the neighbors whispering, what's wrong? And it's not. It's really a wonderful thing.
It's kind of like, I guess sometimes you wish there was another name for hospice, because that's it is gloom and doom.
It is. And everybody a lot of times has, they're not going to live long, and they're going to go in there and they're going to give morphine, and that's not how it works.
They called hospice.
They called hospice. Yes.
Oh, so it's not. Let me tell you something. We're so blessed in this community, both sides of the river. Thank you so much for coming in here.
Thank you for
Thank y'all for being with us. Don't go anywhere. We got Kirsten Robinson with Beyond Home Care up next. Let's make a memory. Let's go to MitchellHouseEvents.com. Go there and see get with Vivian Autry there, see when they will be having some openings for maybe that Thanksgiving get together, just the whole family, or maybe it's a Christmas party, or maybe you're already planning Valentine's. I know I hate to go out that far, but I'm just saying you can have, no matter what size party it is, you can have it right there at the Mitchell House. Heck, it's been there since 1835. MitchellHouseEvents.com.
For all your camping needs, you need to head to Camping World in Salem. Travel trailers, fifth wheels, Class C, small trailers. Camping World in Salem has them. If you're looking for RV accessories, you need to head to Camping World in Salem. Hitch and tow, RV essentials, RV lifestyle, RV interior. Whatever you need for your RV, Camping World in Salem has you covered. 3141 Lee Road 179, just off Highway 280 in Salem, under the giant American flag.
When you need an automotive hero, you got to call S&S Discount Tire Pros. With locations in Alexander City and Dadeville, we are here to serve you today. From quick services like oil changes and tire rotations to in-depth automotive repairs such as suspensions, brakes, and tune-ups, S&S can take care of all your tire needs. You just have to focus on what's important and love the drive. Call S&S Discount Tire Pros today. We are automotive heroes, and we are here to serve you.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Brown Nursing Home on Washington Street in Alexander City is a 68-bed facility. Therapies offered are physical, occupational, speech, IV, and wound healing. Very important to know, Brown Nursing Home accepts most insurances. Catherine Sykes is the RN Director of Nursing, Dr. Timothy Corbin is the Medical Director, and Dylan Beagles is the Administrator, and one fine staff that'll take care of you. It's all about you at Brown Nursing Home. 256-329-9061. Benton Clearing and Grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton Clearing and Grading.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
We get it. Easy isn't always easy. A simple paint job turns into drywall quick. At Russell Do-It Center at Building Supply, we got you covered. With 9 locations across central Alabama, contractors and do-it-yourselfers can trust we have your back. Our experienced staff is here to be the voice of reason when projects get tough. Whether online or in-store, shop all the best brands with our Best Rewards loyalty program. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, local since 1984.
Got a little bluegrass action going on there with the break there. Right, I'm kind of liking that there, my friend. Kirsten Robinson with us out here with Beyond Home Care. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Soccer coach right here.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. A lot of laughs, a lot of memories.
A lot of laughs and memories for sure. They are very entertaining. 4-year-old is all I know how to do.
Yeah. So just being over there, it just lasts for a month.
It does.
Two games a week, a month of September. So it's over. But and if you moms and dads, if you go get them out there. Just remember, 3 and 4 year olds. Remember their age. Just let them have fun with it.
That's all you can do.
Did you play soccer as a little girl?
I didn't. Okay. My husband played soccer, but I don't think I did. I didn't do a whole lot of sports. I was more in the little clubs in the high school and stuff. FTA, FCLA, FCCLA, that kind of thing. But sports wasn't my forte.
What got you into the line of work you're in today? I don't know if I've ever asked you that.
So I actually, with Beyond Home Care, we're caring for our seniors and so forth. I got into this line of work from my kind of watching my mom over the years. She was a CNA, worked in the nursing home setting.
Did you ever shadow her?
I did. There's a few times
really?
if we were going up there to, if I was in the waiting period of like maybe somebody was coming to pick me up from school or pick me up from maybe where she's working at, I'd hang back for a little bit and I'd meet a couple of the patients, or if she was going up there to visit for some reason, I'd go with her and meet a few people. She did private caregiving for a while, and I did go with her a lot of the times because in the private world, of course, rules are a little bit different. You kind of make that up as you go. Right. But a lot of our seniors, they have family and they have grandkids and so forth, but a lot of them are moved off or they don't get to visit as much. So Mom would always bring me over so that they would have that, that grandkid feel. It would just brighten up their day.
Sure.
And to this day, she still does that. She still does private caregiving sometimes. And now my children sometimes goes and visits to brighten up days and so forth. So it's a long line of that.
Well, I can see why Kelly Adams loves you. But because that's what she grew up in.
Oh, yeah.
She grew up in the same thing. I've never known that about you, but you really did the same thing she did, but I say this every time with you or with Kelly. She's always wanting beyond home care and what y'all do to be bigger and better.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, always looking for, I guess a while back getting involved with the veterans because we got a huge veterans number around here.
Yes, the population, the VA population, and the need is out there for sure. I mean, there is so many different levels of, either the veteran is older and is a senior, or they may have been disabled from the Army, so they just need some assistance as well, even in younger years. But
how can y'all help the veterans? Some things. I know we've gone over this before, but let's do it again.
Yeah, so the VA has a program called Community Cares Network, and with that, you get to get the VA will pay for services with us. So they'll put in an order for you to have home care. They call us and they say, hey, let's go help this veteran out. Then they allot so many hours per week for that veteran. And then we just create the schedule and what their need is the most for that day. So if they've got a few hours a week, then, if that need is mostly maybe personal care, then we're going in and making sure that happens. But it is completely paid for by the VA.
Okay.
If your
Very
doctor,
important.
yes, it is paid for by the VA. There's no hidden fees. There's no extra cost or anything. The only thing that sometimes becomes a little bit more than some people would like to handle is if you're not already in the VA health network, you do have to start that process up. Okay. So you have to go visit a VA doctor and get you they call it a PAC team. So pretty much a care team. And then from that appointment, they'll actually go ahead and put in the order though. So sometimes those appointments can get pushed out kind of far, maybe, a month or so out, like any other specialty service that we have. But once you get in there, the process from that point on is pretty quick. I mean, from the doctor's appointment, we may get the order in a couple weeks.
But I still go back to Kelly. She's always reading into this, how can we make beyond home care better for the people?
Oh, yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
The care for people.
It is. And this month we're doing, our campaign is Take the Fear Out of Home Care.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is, if you follow us on our social media platforms, so we've got a Facebook page, and that Facebook page also goes over into our Instagram page. If you ever are wondering about what is beyond home care like, that page in itself kind of highlights the things that we do, the things that we're doing, and you can catch glimpses of our caregivers on that page so that you can kind of make a connection. But some of the fears that we see people having, this whole month I'm putting in our socials different fears and kind of addressing those in ways that give you a different perspective on it. So one of the fears that we hear a lot is they're nervous about having a stranger in their home. And respectfully, that is scary. Could you imagine?
Is that the number one?
Yes, that's
really?
one of the number one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Could you imagine me saying, "Hey, Mom, I'm going to get you somebody to come in and help you," and that sounds nice and sweet. I'm not going to be here, but this person's going to be here, and I need you to trust that they're going to do what they're supposed to do. Well, then in walks this stranger, and you're like, "Great, now what?" What do I do with this person? And a lot of the times it's, I don't know this person from, the person down the street, or, hey, I've got this person in here and I don't know what to tell them to do. So what we do is we address those things in the very beginning, really. Sometimes it's over the phone and a phone call, or it's at an assessment where we come in and talk with you, which are free, by the way. You can schedule an assessment at any point just to kind of get to know us a little bit more. But our caregivers are completely vetted, so they've got complete background checks. We don't just go back 6 months, 1 year.
Right.
We go back your full entire background because I do not trust having somebody in your home that has a past.
It's your name too.
It's your and that's the
home care and the person.
Exactly, it's a liability for us. But also, if I wouldn't want to put somebody in my own grandparents' home or my own mother's home, I'm not going to put them in yours either.
Right.
So anything with theft or anything like that, we're really, that's a big no-no for us.
But I think about what you're just telling me. I think about home health care. Those people become your friends.
They do.
I mean, it's the same thing with y'all.
Yes,
not just
absolutely.
friends, your family. Because a lot of times that's all that's coming in there.
Yes, it is.
And that breaks my heart when somebody doesn't have family to go see. I mean, do y'all run into that a lot?
Oh, so many times.
Yeah.
There's times where we run into, maybe, and unfortunately, in some circumstances where there's not family around because they're not here anymore. They've passed away, and maybe it's a spouse that's passed, or we've even got people whose children have passed at this point in life, and they are kind of alone, or maybe they just didn't choose to have children, so they were, that's all they had was our caregivers really to be there with them, and that is such a special bond.
Right, I agree.
It really is, and we come in, and I tell people all the time, you can have us come in and we'll keep checking in after those initial visits. If it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit.
Right.
I want you to be comfortable in your home. But, give it a chance. And usually, 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh, I didn't know I needed this.
They
I can't believe, yes, they do. When are they coming again? How are they doing? I had one lady who was very upset that we were coming. She cried the first visit we came, and I said, I understand, just give her a chance. And by the end of that shift, I kept checking in to see how things were going, and she was like, no, we're fine, she's good to go, we're doing things around the house now together, and she's telling me about her family. And then I checked in with the daughter later on that day, and I was like, how's it going? How's everybody feeling now? The conversation after the shift, did she get a chance to really tell how she felt? And she was like, she wants to know when she's coming back.
Wow.
And I was like, that's awesome.
It's almost like a 3-year-old. Or, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to be around you. They're shy or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with older folks.
Yeah, you live in your house by yourself. You've come up with your own routine.
You got your set.
Goodness. And now that's another fear of people, change. Oh, that's a fear in general for people is change. And, we come in, and that is a change in your routine. That's a change in your day-to-day living, and where, yes, we can improve on it, it's still a change. So, we always, we would say, okay, well, where can we fit in with things where it's not mixing it up too much, or let's start slower.
Do you run into people that have downsized, from a big house to just a small apartment,
Yes.
so, and then y'all are trying to go into that small apartment that's already maybe cramped anyway? Do you run into that very often?
Yeah, we do, actually.
Okay.
We do. And then there's also, with our clients that do that, they're also adjusting to that themselves. So us coming in and matching that up in a smaller setting, that does it feels like it's a lot going on at one time. So we do teach our caregivers, how to give some space in situations where it feels like we're just too much at one time, whether it be a smaller setting or even just our presence there feels like it's too much. But we teach them, or we make sure that we have complete support for them to call us and say, hey, this is what I'm running into. Any tips? And a lot of times, give them some space. Just give them a little space.
I would think y'all have meetings where y'all sit down and share your experience, and then that helps another person say, well, tell me how you handle that.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, because I would think every person, every family that you deal with, they're
So
different. I'm gonna go back to people that don't have anybody. I guess the last year or so, going through the cancer center and seeing Ellen, with either me or one of the family with her or a friend, but then you see people that walk in that don't have anybody, and they walk in with nobody, they leave with nobody, they're going home to nobody. That's it's heartbreaking. We'll be right back. In the South, we don't eat brisket a lot. But let me tell you who has some real good tender brisket. Doc's Cafe at Russell Medical, and today, brisket sandwich or chicken pot pie, wild rice, sugar snap peas, black-eyed peas, tater tots, and your soup of the day is chicken and wild rice at Doc's Cafe. Hey, don't forget about their salad bar too at Doc's Cafe.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today. Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Hello, this is Scotty Gordon at Cornerstone Insurance. Are you tired of paying too much for your home and auto insurance? If so, give us the opportunity to help you. At Cornerstone, we have 3 goals for all of our clients: asset protection, affordable pricing, and superior customer service. Come by and give us a call today to see what we can save you. 153 Alabama Street, 256-409-2299.
Playhouse Cinema, man, they have it going. Tron this weekend, starting tonight, and also what's the other one? Downtown Abbey. Downtown Abbey. So go check out Downtown Abbey and Tron today or tonight at the Playhouse Cinema in Alexander City.
The right one.
Y'all have to come up with some bigger letters for that. You know, this morning with having 3 separate ladies out here with Melissa Edwards with Russell Medical Auxiliary, the love she has for it with Nancy Bolden with Ivy Creek Hospice, the love she has now with Kirsten Robinson with Beyond Home Care. All 3 of you girls are godsend, and I sincerely mean that because I know you love what you do. You get up, you love your family, but you get up in the morning because you're fixing to go make somebody's day. You don't. A lot of time you don't know who. Every day's different. Every day's different.
It is. And making somebody's day looks different every day too. It does. And some of the things that we just take for granted, the simple stuff, it just makes the world to somebody. It really does. We get calls all the time that's like, you just don't know, and it'll just be the smallest, simplest part of our job, the normal things that we do. It's nothing that we would maybe see as a above and beyond, but it just matters so much to somebody to be with them, to sit with them, to provide companionship, because sometimes they don't get that on a regular basis.
Do y'all go in to a home? We were talking about a while ago, downsizing. You moved out of this big old house that you loved, and you're in a small apartment now or a smaller house. Do y'all help them set up to where they can get around better? The corners, the bathrooms.
Oh, for sure. So part of what we do is, and I've got several people, it's on their checklist for the day, but we teach Oh goodness, it's lost on me.
Mm-hmm.
It is. We call it on shift awareness.
On shift awareness. Okay.
So we go in and we teach on shift awareness, and we say, okay, so your to-do list may state, shower, meal prep, tidy up the home.
Mm-hmm.
It may not specifically say look for fall risk.
Right, exactly. Right.
Check the roads or something.
Yeah,
but we teach that exactly because you may go in and today there's a book in the floor and tomorrow there's not. But you've got to be aware that could cause a fall, and what seems like the smallest thing, it can cause a big problem. A lot of people are really just one fall away from a broken hip.
And that's the end of life.
It'll take you out. So, and that's such a big recovery for someone who is up in age, 80s or 90s. That's huge.
Let me mention this. I know a lot of you folks, no matter what age, you love your cats, you love your dogs, but here again, you talk about that book in the floor, that dead blame cat or dog. I mean, that's their companion.
It is.
But still, that could be their worst nightmare.
It can.
Okay,
and I will say this: there's nothing wrong with it by no means.
I know.
There's nothing wrong with it.
It is, but it isn't.
Exactly. We've got several people those are their babies.
I know.
They would never in a million years give them up.
I know.
We've even got one lady who had her older puppy dog had passed away, and she went and got another one. And I thought we could have dealt with just the one you got now, because there was two involved already. But yes, and that is companionship, especially after we leave. But you've got to be so careful,
Yeah.
Especially those little bitty dogs. They like to stay under your feet. But yes, and if we can make suggestions to do something differently, we do. But they have a mind of their own.
Oh, you say that. I'm seeing myself getting so set in my ways, but I'm happy as a lark. I'm at peace with the man upstairs. I'm at peace with life, and a lot of it is because of you folks right here. It's because I love being out here with y'all. I love people, but I still go back to pets. Yeah, I know that's your life. That's your family. That's your family member. But please be careful with
Be mindful of that.
Yeah,
Goodness, be mindful of it. When you stand up to walk, let's make sure we know where everybody is, because you're one. You don't want to trip over your puppy dog or your cute cat. And we've seen people do it successfully, so we know it's okay. We know it can be okay, but
I told you that dog was okay. Just because he tripped me, he still is okay.
Yeah, they'll stay in the hospital and then die on that hill for it.
Yeah.
The dog was fine. The dog is not the problem, but we'll make sure that the other stuff's out of the way so that whatever space your dog needs to move around to can do. Because it's a big deal for them. We've had several people that they're cat people, and their cats hang around all the time, and
they're just in and out of you.
Yep, zooming in and out.
I'm glad we had this conversation, because I guess I think about it a lot. Because I see it a lot. Maggie and Nick, our daughter and son-in-law, they got a little kitten, and I have to be real careful. I have to be real careful, because I'm trying to go down the steps, and that cat gets right around, and
Oh yeah, especially that young.
Now, I don't want to kick the cat. That's not nice. But if it gets in my way. But you really,
if it's you or the cat, it's you at that point.
Exactly right. But just be careful.
Yes.
Again, we know and I understand you that's part of your family. That's
Absolutely.
all. That's all you got right now.
Exactly.
Other than y'all coming in.
Exactly, and that happens so many times. Just take mindful steps. Keep your walker. Goodness gracious, keep your walker on you. But because that can save you right there for sure. But yeah, we've got several people I foresee myself being a cat lady, old cat lady with too many cats in the house. I see that happening for myself. But yes, the cats and the dogs, especially if you've got the bigger dogs that like to jump.
Let me ask you something. With you growing up in with a beyond home care, growing up in that type environment with your own family, if a young person or a grandparent or parent is watching, and this is what they're wanting to get into, they've seen others, they've not shadowed, what would you tell them to do?
Oh, definitely come do it. Just do it.
Did you tell them to shadow?
Yes,
someone
you definitely have to shadow, and that's our setup. Is you go and you work with somebody before you get into the field.
I'm with you.
Before you have a solo shift, but if you got the heart for it, we can teach the skill.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and with a shadow. Go see it. Yeah.
If you got the heart for it.
The heart is important.
I know you do. We'll be right back, and we'll wrap today's show up. Chick-fil-A. Well, let me tell you, yesterday was Lois Ann Murphy's birthday, and I hope she had a great birthday. The weekend, you know, we got Auburn playing in Auburn tomorrow. It's going to be a big, big game. And if you're wanting to Chick-fil-A to cater either during the day, the nighttime, get in touch with them today. Go by and place your order online today with Chick-fil-A Highway 280 in Alexander City. They will be closed on Sundays.
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Hi, my name's Mac Alexander. This is my wife, Carolyn Alexander. And the reason we love our church, it's a just awesome family of believers in Jesus Christ. And our church genuinely has a heart for souls and community.
And we love our Sunday school class. It's a wonderful group of people. And we pray for each other in the good times and in the hard times.
As the heat of summer fades and cooler temperatures come calling, we look forward to that feeling of fall. It's the perfect time to be outdoors with family and friends and a great time to be alive. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sutherland, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
The lake has the fun and the sun, but when you're looking for the best in Southern cuisine, look for Me Mama's Grub Hub on East South Street in Dadeville. Me Mama's cooks up the best lunch Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 2, and also on Sundays. Serving the best fried chicken, pork chops, meatloaf, and fish in the region, along with the South's best sides. Visit Me Mama's Grub Hub for lunch Tuesday through Friday or after church on Sunday. And find the best in Southern soul food cooking right here at the lake.
Well, let's wrap her up. Kirsten, thank you so much. It's always a treat when you come out here. Kelly Adams, good morning to you and the entire Adams family. And thank you for coming out here. Thank you for what you do for so many. And everybody that's with Beyond Home Care here in the Alexander City area, thank y'all for what y'all do. Hope it's a great weekend. Weather-wise, it's going to be a perfect weekend. Be safe out there if you're traveling. And we hope to see you back out here Monday morning. I ain't looked yet. In fact, I'm going to look right now for you. I think my old buddy Shane Harris is going to be out here Monday morning. Sure is. Shane Harris with the Tallapoosa County Extension Agency, and the professor will be out here, Michael Freeman, the fish man. So we'll see you back out here early Monday morning. Have a good weekend.